Hello, I'm Krystle, the Organisation Queen from KCS. Welcome to this week's series on choosing the right business software for your business. Now, recently we had a client come to us looking for software to solve a really specific set of problems for their event business. They knew what problems they needed to solve and they had a really good idea on what features they wanted. They'd even gone so far as to ask their networks and tried to do their own research, but they got really frustrated with not only the sheer amount of options that are available to them, but also the fact that they just couldn't find one that worked for them. So when they came to us, we established that the software that they had been looking for, based on the recommendations from their peers, just wasn't right for the problems that they were trying to solve, but it actually suited the budget that they were looking for. So long term, the software that they thought they wanted actually had the potential to cause really major errors. It didn't actually fix their problems, and it would take up way more time to actually manage it than what they were currently doing with pen and paper. So once they realized all of this, they really quickly agreed to a demonstration of two software options that could actually solve the problems they had. It had the desired features that they wanted, so it allowed their business to grow seamlessly, and the software would grow with their business. And the only downfall or the only con was that it was outside their budget. But once they actually demoed those two options, they took their time to process how that would work for their business. They got their teams involved and got their input, because really they're the ones at the end of the day that are going to be using the software. And guess which software that they actually chose to go with? That's right, they went with the more expensive software that was actually going to solve their problems. So what you need to know is that when you're going to implement software into your business, you should really follow 7 key steps. The first step is to list the problems that you're trying to solve. The second step is to set a budget that you would like to abide by. The third is to identify the features that you need. Fourth, really important to get your team's input, because if they're the ones going to be using it, then you really want their feedback. Number 5 is to research the top 5 options for you. And number 6 is to then demo the top 3 that fit all of those things, the features, the budget, all of those things. And then the last step is to actually make a decision on which one you're going to go with. So the best thing to know is to not get caught up in trying to make software work for you based on your peers' recommendations. Just because it works for their business doesn't mean that it will work for yours. Base your decisions on the 7 steps that we've just talked about, because your business is unique and you might just need something slightly different.